Welcome back everybody, it's DestinysJesus here. Today I've got a VOD of the absolutely most underrated player in the world at the moment, which is probably Teeq. I completely missed this guy out of my top 20 list, I don't know why I did it, and he's won 3 Dreamhacks on the hardest region. He won the September solo Dreamhack, he won the July solo Dreamhack as well, and he just won the duo Dreamhack this past December with Setty. Absolutely insane player. Setty is so good at tarping. He's kind of like a little miniature chat V2. He's so good at tarping, choosing really good layers, and definitely a lot you guys can learn from this for your duo play. Also transfer over to trios really nicely, and make sure to take note of just how well these guys are playing their roles in game and how they optimize their roles as well. As always, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Good positioning is like just go on a hill where you've got sight lines. It's like activity with your position, you know, like literally this whole sight line down here on the congested edge, and they've also got a very easy rotate. It's probably the best position. That's also a decent position. The thing is that this is a bigger hill, so it's more fought after. And the sightlines aren't as good for surge because you kind of can only tag up this way. Because this has access to all of that sightline. Super active. Why are these like random, like, what are your thoughts on? You guys expect me to have? Heading out? Alright, see you later, bro. That's my Setty. And on these edges, they're really good at controlling when they have an edge to themselves, right? So right here, they're just playing right side edge. They could even flip their tarp, like flip the ramp that way, save the wood wall. I guess they don't want to. There's nothing really wrong. Maybe high ground's a bit of a very down, but this is fine. It's very cheap. And also wood. Normally I don't recommend tarping wood, but when there's literally nobody looking at you and you're on an edge by yourself and you're perfect and you're completely golden, right? You can use wood because brick is normally the best thing for tarps, and then metal obviously when you get towards the end zone. Wood is fine. Wood is fine as long as you're not getting sprayed. But as soon as you get sprayed, make sure you use your hard mats, like insta swap to bricks, harder to see through, or insta swap to metal because it's the highest HP. Okay, now they make a little bit extra room on the end, do a quick shockwave, they get towards front side together. Do they get upper layer here? I imagine they do. Box off all these angles. Oh, they just play low ground. I didn't think to play. They're playing a little bit unconventional though. Setty is doing a really good job of tarping in front of them though. Most people in the low ground are a lot more active. He is doing a very nice tarp. This kind of tarp, pretty efficient on mats. That's like saving one extra build, I think. Yes, it's saving the floor up top. And it also gives them edit control. So you can see here, someone used to run along this, and they won't be able to see through, obviously. And it gives them edit control to go for a refresh play, or just a hold play of layout. I go for holds. Okay, now they get off low ground, try to double back and find some loot. It's the floppers, very important. Pop that. Setty heart eyes, bro. These are some nice tarps. As a coach, these are like some of the best tarps I've seen in a long time, bro. Who has really good tarps? These are like chap squad tarps right here. Nice wall control as well, bro. No, you see that wall control you grabbed? That was a really nice wall. Nice. A little bit sus there with that wall, but he gets over and past it. Very important. Don't just stop one ahead of the wall. It's past it. The Teeq doesn't even take damage there. That's clean. Around. Nice. Nice. Clean tarts, bro. Guess that knock-on's reason again here. Really big theme with these guys compared to the guys we reviewed the other day, the Aiden Cooper. They don't commit on something. They have enough mats to keep playing here, and most importantly, Teeq needs to heal. So Teeq can just heal while Setty keeps tarping. Now they drop on the mats because they clear the other player as well. Shockwave up from Setty. Nice timing as well. Gets height for free. Height free on Night Zone. Most of the time it will be free because the other team will be dropping at this point. They'll just be shambles and everything. So drop. And very slowly. Dog's barking in the background. That's what I'd like to see. Blocks his height so he doesn't get cat launched down to Storm. Now he can set up a really good position where he wins that first trade. And then Kira actually dies to Storm. Oh, good edit by him. Yeah, that was actually a very resourceful edit. Guess they're not. So, I mean, he could have just waited, to be fair. I think his thought process is he wants to rush it. The only way they lose this lead, they get a bit of first, but luckily he dies to Storm. Well played. Teeq Riffs grabs the minis. I think Setty split in minis. Yeah, they did. Just so they both have heals. Setty's been doing it later. Pretty official play. Mat cap. Also, Setty's been refilled on mats because he's the main tarper. Well, look where he decides to land here. It's a pretty important thing. Look at that. Perfect. Literally perfect, bro. He's not landing like crazy front side like the whole way up there where he's going to get scuffed. He lands at a spot, again, where he can control an edge zone and get onto a mid-ground layer. I guess they play low ground here for a second because they need surge. But they want to get into a position where they can go for that mid-ground top. Now he's up a layer. Phrase, get some surge damage. Pretty free. You can't be on a super high layer if you need surge. Everything's really nice. Put those walls down below. Okay, they get zoned back towards them. This is where that full tarp is super useful because he can cut out at some point. Ramp tarp himself. Front. Super nice tarp, bro. Again, does the full pre-tarp. He's so good at just making sure that they're fully front side, you know? Like nobody is further ahead of them on the map right now. Nobody. Unless they're installed. That's now he minis. He's so in the zone on tarping that he forgot to mini throughout that entire second movement. Fair enough. Yeah. Big as well. You can pop it, just gets prioritized his front side again, super important. Gets to an edge of zone, so he's playing the south edge, right side of zone. Moving zone. Why not switch roles? I don't really need. There's no real risk in him not healing, you know. There is risk, however, in messing up that tarp. In duos, yeah, you can have times where you swap roles and you're fluid, but it's still good to have like a base person who always tarps. The other person's always trying to do other things, you know. Like he's got the harpoon. Their roles are optimized, you know. He's got harpoon. Say he's got the movement and the heals. Nice timing kill on Jetta by Teeq. All the mats and everything. Picked up an extra attack. And now at this point, the fact they went through all their hard mats early is fine, because wood at this point in the game, it's not optimal, obviously, it's not the best. It works, because there's not really that much pressure. There's only 12 people alive, and these guys are just playing extremely solidly. Making sure they can serve as much. Swaps the hard mats here as he comes forward. So that's the wood. Nice, beautiful stuff. Setty's like, I don't know, bro, he's literally chat me too, I think. Best star up in the game, maybe. Yeah, nice. Oh, bro, look how lovely this game is. It's their entire tarp right here. This is all their tarp. This whole, like, massive stretch of metal is theirs. Tarping is... They kept on the same layer this entire moving game. That guy's probably so angry that like random wall theirs. Okay, they keep coming forward. Now they drop low. Good timing to drop low as well because they just got top 5 and there's 7 people left. They got the top 5 placement points. They know solo, solo, solo. Perfect. It's Snagged and Helix alive as well. The solos still will get knocked unless you play your angles properly. So they both double back, heal a little bit. Yeah, they just killed that guy to Storm. That was actually nice. Adonis, they just killed Storm. So that's, and he swaps to a charge. So swapping to a charge here, it's a very minor decision, but it's kind of like that. You guys remember World Cup, right, where Booga swapped to the pump in the 1v1 instead of the combat, and it was just like such a minor thing, but it won in the game, right? Goes up layer, covers all his angles. Nice. Don't want to be low ground and get clustered, especially when there's solos alive, because they'll just drop in Storm and get a cheeky angle. Now Setty goes back in Storm because he's got those floppers. Teeq's going to play front with the charge for a second. Bouncer play charge, literally perfect for this. It's the knock on Steelix. Snagged gets a thirst, but Setty's miles off playing floppers. Is Storm closed by now? Yeah, Storm's closed. Let me go back to 10 seconds to the other duo's POV, because let's see what they could have done differently, maybe. Pressuring, there's still 2 solos alive somewhere. It's Robabs. They take out Robabs. They drop. He didn't get the siphon for it. That's it, yeah. Steelix got the kill. Steelix got knocked. You went for the heal off too early. You could maybe argue you went for it too early. Could have just chilled here. Thing is, he's no mats, and Teeq has all the mats. But he also has shockwaves to come back in. I'm not even sure. Like here, like, he's got literally no builds. He doesn't really have time to drop builds to his teammate, which probably could have tried to do. Literally 0 builds. So either he stays in this box and just tries to hide, or he makes a smart play. 13 seconds left. That's 12 seconds worth of floppers right there, right? He leaves with 10. Fair enough. That makes sense. Runs back in Storm, maybe checking if there's any heals or anything. Obviously, it worked out well for them, but realistically, you could have shockwave back in, right? Shockwave back forward. What's Snagged's HP? Snagged would have died regardless. Yeah, Snagged was dead regardless because he was above 50 HP above him. Fair enough. That was a very good game.